Hey guys, this is my trade recap for today. I traded two stocks, JNJ, which was a second day continuation, and it has big bad news on it. Um, and I lost 0.3R. It really sucked because it was a very, very good trade. Turned out to be very good. Um, and I also traded VXX. I was looking for a late day bounce in SPY, which usually happens when it makes new lows. And I made 0.96R out of that. Um, so first trade, JNJ, as you can see, it made a big move to the downside yesterday, and today it opened gap down. Um, and so what happened was I skipped the open, um, and I waited for it to uh, form a setup. And this one I thought was the first one against 130. I was rejecting, so I was thinking continuation. But unfortunately, after tanking a little bit, it blasted up on me, and I I only planned for 50 cents stop, but um, I got more than that. Uh, luckily, this was just one tier, so even though it was a big slippage, it was okay. Um, and then it was trending up after that, so it was forming higher lows and then higher highs over here. And so finally over here it broke the low, which is trend change. And so when it got up here, which is close enough to here or here, um, I put on one tier, and then I added another tier over here. Um, and for a while it was looking good, but then I got shaken out by this sharp move, and I thought it held VWAP higher low, and I was thinking maybe it'll break this high and then it will continue up, but it came back down and did what I was thinking it would do originally, and so I missed like a $4 trade here, which really sucks. This sharp move right here shook me out. So anyway, next trade is VXX. Well, I actually don't trade VXX by itself. I look at SPY. And so the reason why I was trading this today was VXX SPY was because SPY was making new lows. So it broke this line over here, and then it was almost to the low back in February. And so VXX was spiking up. And the way I trade that is I look at SPY. I trade the end of day bounce in SPY. So if it's down a lot, usually it comes back up in the afternoon. And here, so I started looking for signs of a reversal around 1400, and I found it here. This is a higher volume bar than the rest of them, so I started a position there, and then I added, but I wasn't able to hang on. It looked like it was still going to continue. I didn't see any signs of uh, capitulation and moved back to the upside. And so sure enough, it uh, continued down. And then finally, towards the end of the day, I saw this really big exhaustion spike in the volume. And so I put on, actually before that, I saw this bar. So I put on these two tiers, but I had to stop out because it continued. And then a couple of bars later, it was another big spike in the volume. So I added full size. It had to be that because it was at least twice the size of these other bars. So I was full size here, and then I covered end of day, and I made like almost $1. Uh, yeah, I think like a few minutes later, it actually came back down all the way to 42. But that was past the bell. Um, so anyway, that's it. That was it today for me. Ended up green because of that trade.